Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and episode 3 of the Montreal Canadiens franchise mode here in NHL 20. We are about to face off against the Toronto Maple Leafs in round number 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Toronto, Montreal, two historic rivals going head to head. We actually finished third place in the Atlantic, third in the NHL, behind the Lightning and the Maple Leafs. We ended up with 50 wins, 105 points. So very, very good year for the Habs. In terms of scoring, Drouin has 75, Gallagher 73, Kovalchuk 72, Tatar 71. Those are our top scores. For goals, Gallagher 37, Kovalchuk 34, Drouin just short of 30. And in goal, Carey Price had a fantastic season, 40, 20, and 4 with 7 shutouts. 916 save percentage and a 251 goals against. So before we start off our series against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now before we start off our series against the Maple Leafs, we do need to go check out their lines. There's Andre Kasha, who actually got traded to the Bruins in real life today for David Backes, a first, and Axel Anderson, who's a prospect playing for my hometown team, the Moncton Wildcats. So let's look at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Doesn't look like their team changed too much apart from Jason Pominville, who they actually acquired this year. Tavares, Marner, both 90 overall. Nylander 85. Hyman 81, Captain 82 with Austin Matthews on the second line. So they have two 90 overall centers. Insane. Spezza, Pominville, Janssen, Mikheyev, Kerfoot, and Aberg. Let's look at their defense. Morgan Riley, Jake Muzzin, and they have acquired Eric Gustafsson prior to the trade deadline. Tyson Barrie, Dermott, and Hall. And in goal, Frederick Anderson, who's an 88 overall, Campbell an 80 backing him up. Do have the edge in goaltending with Price being a 91. Offense, they do have a stronger top 6, but as for depth, we can definitely match up with them. Defense is definitely better, the top 4. I mean, we have Weber, but apart from that, is more low 80s defenseman. So let's get into the series. We really didn't do any changes to our main lineup at all. I mean, the only trade that we did was move Ulster to San Jose to free up the cap space. So look at the rest of the team. We didn't make a single move. Kanyemi grew to an 86 overall, so he went from the third line to the first line. Defense is exactly the same as we started the year with, and goaltending as well. So again, Ulster AHL move. It's the only move we did. We did one trade. I think that our team was really good the way it was. I mean, we're contending this year, over 100 points, but it's going to be a tough series, definitely against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So here we go. Habs Nation against Leafs Nation, period number 1. 2-1 Toronto. Giannis scored right off the bat. Arturi Lehkonen and Jason Spezza with less than a minute to go. The Canadiens in this season in real life, they give up a ton of last-minute goals. It looks like it's translating into the game. Pretty realistic. Period number 2. Can we get the lead? No. 4-2. Nylander, Mikheyev. KK scores on Anderson. Let's see if we can get it back in a third. We cannot. Close game in terms of shots, but they outplay us at the end. 4-2 loss. So we're playing the first couple of games in Toronto. Of course, they finish atop of us. We actually beat them 6-2 in the last game of the year. We beat them 6-2 there. I'm going to quickly look at the season series. We lost 4-2. After that, I know we beat them a few times at the beginning of the year. So far it is 1-1. 2-1. So the season series is 3-1 in favor of us. So in 4 games, we won 3, lost 1. Hopefully we can win a 7-game series against the Leafs. Carry that success from the regular season. Game number 2 in Toronto, period number 1. 0-0, 9-9 the shots. Dead even. Period number 2, 2-1. Kasperi captain, John Tavares. Jonathan Drouin the power play. Gonna simulate the third period times 8. Come on, guys. Let's get back into this series. I would love to go back to Montreal tied at 1. And 3-1, Jason Pominville scores. Philip Dano scores an Anderson, but it is not enough. Well, all we can hope here is keep the trend going of the home team winning. So if we drop the 2 against Toronto in Toronto, hopefully we can win both games at the Bell Center. Here we go. Saturday night at the Bell Center. Playoff atmosphere against the Maple Leafs. The crowd is going crazy. Period number 1 is 1-0. Austin Matthews right at the goal line scores on Carey Price. We are out shooting them and we take the lead. We take the lead. Max Domi on the power play and Ilya Kovalchuk on Freddie Anderson. 29. We are shooting them 32-12. 20 shots more. We need to win this game. Come on, big kill. Philip Dano. No, Travis Dermott scores right after we kill off that penalty. We are absolutely dominating the Leafs, but they take the lead. William Nylander, but KK ties it up. Yes, Betty Kotkaniemi. With 4 minutes to go, we are heading into overtime. All right, so I'm going to sim up times 8 the overtime here. We are shooting in 42-22, 20 shots more. Freddie Anderson is absolutely standing on his head for the Leafs. And we win in overtime. Paul Byron, the speedy Fort Liner, rips a shot from the top of the faceoff circle. The Bell Center erupts in joy. And the Leafs lead is now cut in half. If we can win both games at home, that would be huge. Playing here on the Monday night against the Maple Leafs. Here we go. Period number 1. We need to lead 2-2. Palmerville, Nylander for them. Drouin and Thomas Tatar score for us. Period number 2. 5-5. Shea Weber with 2 goals. Marner Hyman with 2 goals. And Victor Mete. So we get 3 goals from the back end. Look at this, guys. Shea Weber scored a short-handed goal with a clapper from center ice. And then he scores a power play goal from just after the face-off circle. Hyman, Marner, and those 3 goals were right almost in the same area on Carey Price. So, pretty crazy game so far. We are out shooting them. We get a power play. We can't capitalize. 6-5. William Nylander. Our defense is killing us in this game. I mean, Carey Price can't do everything by himself. We need a goal before the end here. 5 minutes to go. And that absolutely sucks. We're down 3-1 against the Maple Leafs. Really wish this was our year to start off the franchise mode, but it's not looking good. Our backs are against the wall. We need to win 3 games in a row. 2 of them in Toronto. Take it a period at a time. 0-0 after the first. After 2, 1-1, Tavares and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. He's been huge for us in these playoffs. We need a goal soon. 21-14 the shots. We are out shooting them once again. John Tavares on the power play. Frederick Anderson has been absolutely unbelievable for the Leafs. I mean, we've been out shooting them, but he just keeps that team in the game. Palmerville scores. And that is all she wrote. Mete scores, but too little too late, guys. A definite tough loss against our division rivals. Toronto knocks out Montreal in 5 games. It just wasn't our year. We can definitely build off this year. I'm sure players will go up in rating. I'm really impressed, though, the way the team played. We're not expected to be a playoff team at all, let alone have 100 points. Now, Shea Weber had a very good playoff run. 6 points in 5 games. KK had 5. Drouin had 5. Tatar, Domi, Gallagher had 4. Really hoping that some of these guys can go up in overall. Carey Price there. Definitely a rough playoff series for him. But, I mean, the Leafs' firepower on offense is very strong. The Habs' defense is pretty weak apart from Mete Weber. I mean, there's really not a lot there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to simulate up to the draft. And let's take a look at who won the Stanley Cup in year number 1. And the Stanley Cup champions for the second time in franchise history are the Dallas Stars. The Colorado Eagles won the Calder Cup, the AHL affiliate of the Avalanche. Congratulations to Sagan, Ben, Ben Bishop, Klingberg, Heiskanen, all of those guys. Happy for Dallas. That is a great team. It's a fun team to watch, honestly, with all of those guys. And I'm happy that they won. Oh my goodness, guys. Here's the draft lottery. And Washington went from 11 to 1. The Washington Capitals are going to get Alexis Lafreniere to play with Alexander Ovechkin. That is insane. Minnesota stays put at 2. LA 1 to 3. I can't believe Washington won the draft lottery. One of the best teams in the league. They go from 11 to 1. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the retired players here. So Marian Hossa, 1,100 points. Zetterberg there. Marian Gaborik, Chris Kunitz, Wes Stafford, Franson. Those are the rest of the retired players. Alright, so let's look at goaltenders. And no goaltender retired. So there you go. Alright, so we have a coach for the Laval Rockets that retired. We're going to have to replace him. Chris Kunitz and Derek Engelland are now scouts. Alright, pretty interesting. No retired players have become coaches, though. So we're going to go in the draft lottery. Just after I look at the playoff tree, when I take a look at the path that the Stars had to the Cup, they actually beat the Leafs in 7 games. The Toronto Maple Leafs go to Game 7 in the final. Heartbreak in Toronto. Dallas, they beat Calgary in 6. Nashville in 5. Arizona in 7 and Toronto in 7. So definitely a very long road to the Cup. The Leafs, of course, beat us in 5. They beat the Sens in 6. They beat the Islanders in 5 and then lost to Dallas in the Stanley Cup final. Ottawa actually beat Lightning 4-1. That is crazy. Connor McDavid made it to the playoffs, but unfortunately he did lose round number 1. Alright, so let's take a look at the draft class real quick. We all know who's number 1. I seen him play. I went to the game between the Moncton Wildcats and the Rimouski Oceanic this week, where Lafreniere had 2 points, giving him 101 points in 45 games. He has over 100 points in 45 games. He is definitely the number 1 choice, the best junior player in the world, MVP at the World Juniors. Let's see how he did in game. Look at that. Only 89 points in 67 games. He's putting up 145 in real life. Come on, EA. Get this guy the respect he deserves. Drew Page, I think that's a created player. 79 points in 67 games in the USA. Similar to Alexander Steen. So, I mean, I may be wrong, but I mean, I know a lot of these guys. I mean, these guys are all obviously real players. So let's look at Ponomarev, 62 and 67, centerman. Then we have, of course, Lucas Raymond. Only had 13 points, so not a great year for him, as well as Alexander Holtz. Cole Perfetti there had a great year. He had 60 points in 65 games. Quentin Byfield, 61 and 66. Anton Lundell. Marco Rossi's absolutely tearing it up in real life. A lot of these guys are having very good year in their real life. So let's jump into the draft. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I want to trade up. So looking at this, we have a guaranteed medium elite in Tim Stutzel. He's ranked to go 11. So if we could somehow sneak into the top 10, get around the 10 overall pick, I know these guys are going to be elite as well. And I'm going to take a look if we have any late draft steals potentially. This guy could be high elite. This guy here, Corey Slater, a goaltender, guaranteed medium elite, 128 overall. So this guy here, no guys, I am definitely taking him out of the United States. He's 18, 6'3", 213. So he's a big body there. All right, well, we're going to have to make sure we take this guy here at 128 overall. So he would probably be around the 4th round. So I'll probably get him in the 3rd or 4th round, depending what we have available. Let's jump into the NHL entry draft, and let's take a look at the first couple of picks. Of course, the Washington Capitals are going to pick Alexis Lafreniere. He's going to play with Alexander Ovechkin. That is unreal. Sim pick number 2. Page, he's 79, medium elite. Let's go to the Kings pick. Ponomarev, only 63, high top 6. Oh my goodness. LA, you screwed up bad. Lucas Raymond, 77, medium elite. Alexander Holt, 77, medium elite. The Rangers get Perfetti, 72, medium elite. And the Kings get 63, high top 6 at number 3. What are you doing, LA? Alright, so I'm only going to try a few more things. I don't want to lose too much to get a... I'm going to try a few more things. I'm going to try to get the Avalanche's pick, which is number 11. I'm going to throw in Noah Jolson just to get a bit more value of the trade. 79 at 23. Like I said, we do have quite a lot of good defensive prospects. Let's see if this is going to go through. Trade accepted. Alright, there we go. So we're going to pick number 11. We're guaranteed a medium elite player because there was a low... we're guaranteed a medium elite player, which is fantastic. We're going to have to say goodbye to Noah Jolson, but we do have, like I said, a lot of good defense players that we can replace him with. So let's take a look at the other few picks. Perfetti, Byfield, 74, medium elite. Lundell, 70, medium elite. Rossi, 68, medium top 4. Medium top 6. And Stranges, 67, medium top 6 as well. So the guy that we want there, he is Tim Stützle. He'll be on our team. Of course, the draft is in Montreal this year. So Montreal Canadiens would firstly like to congratulate the Dallas Stars on winning their second Stanley Cup in franchise history. And we are extremely proud to select out of Adler Mannheim in the DEL, Tim Stützle. He is a centerman, 62 overall, medium elite. There you go. Let's take a look at round number 2 here, who we're going to get. So we basically traded Noah Jolson for Tim Stützle, medium elite. So I'm pretty happy with that trade for sure. I'm not going to go after this guy just yet because he's only scouted to go 120th overall. Probably going to get him in the 3rd round to be safe. But right here we have a guaranteed medium top 6 defenseman or top 6 forward. Both of them are scouts alike, so I'm going to see what the points are. So Charles Perrot, he is 18, is a big body defenseman. Or we can go with Zion Nybeck, 18 years old, 4 points in 22 games. I really like that name, Zion Nybeck, out of the SHL, medium top 6'4". Hopefully he's a decent overall. Let's take him. 60 overall, medium top 6. I mean, not horrible, but not great either. We do have another pick in the 2nd round, so we're going to have a lot of draft picks in this draft for sure. Our scouts like this guy, Rhett Reinhardt, 18 years old, 6'3", 201. He did have 29 points in 66 games, a plus 20. Our scouts like him. There's also this guy, Parker Vance. He's a goaltender. I'm going to go with Reinhardt here. His potential is unknown. He could be very good. He is 61, medium top 6. So, I mean, not too bad. He's going to be, obviously, in the AHL if we sign him. Lucas Carmi got drafted. He's playing for the Charlottetown Islanders, and he's scouted to be a pretty one of the better picks in the queue from this year's draft in real life. Look at that. All right, so let's take a look at what we have for round number 3. I'm probably going to go ahead and pick that medium elite goaltender just to be on the safe side that he doesn't get drafted. So Corey Slater, 6'3", 213 at 18 years old. Out of U.S. Central. Hopefully he's a good overall. 49 overall, but he is medium elite. So either we can hopefully get him to grow, or we can use him as a trade piece in a big move. So let's take a look at what we have here. Nothing too crazy. This guy here, Félix Antoine Marcotte. He's a player probably from Quebec, and he could be medium elite. So not a lot of info on these players at all. So I'm going to go and take a shot in the dark. Félix Antoine Marcotte. He should be a Quebec-born player given that name. He's from Canada, being drafted by the Canadiens at the Bell Center. He is 62, medium, top 9. All right, there you go. Round number 4, we have another pick. We're definitely loading up on picks in this draft. So Jacob Nazarov. He could be medium elite. He's 18. All of these guys really have not a lot of info on them. Alfred Barkland could be medium elite. I'm going to take a look if there's any gems remaining. I wouldn't believe so this time. No, only a bust. So, I'm going to take a look at this guy here that could be medium elite. Alfred Barklin, a defenseman out of the SHL. Hopefully, he's elite potential. Medium top 6, 60 overall. All right, still in the 4th round. We have a lot of picks in this draft, which I love. A lot of prospects and a lot of trade pieces potentially as well. All these guys could be medium elite. I mean, Hayden Flower, Lance Stoll, and Boris Saprikin didn't even play a game. This guy here had 26 points in 59 games as a center at 18. Hayden Flower out of the OHL, he's medium bottom 6. So, I mean, a lot of these guys later in the draft, you're not going to have like elite potential players remaining that are guaranteed. You're going to have a lot of unknown players. So this guy here, Hugo Stiff, what a cool name. He's only 17. He's already guaranteed medium top 6 defenseman. 54 overall, medium top 6 at 17. Not too bad at all. He has a lot of time to grow. Now let's take a look at forwards. Now let's take a look at our next pick, what we have. Again, these are really shots in the dark. Boris Saprikin, Lance Stoll, he's a defenseman. Let's take him. All these medium elite potential guys that could be medium elite. It's good to take a chance. You never know. Unfortunately, he's medium 7 deep. Have a lot of picks to work with. Next pick on our list here. Hopefully one of these guys is elite. That's left. Let's take the goaltender, Boris Saprikin. Medium fringe starter. You never know. I mean, I've seen some players where you get lucky in their elite potential. They have good trade value. So it doesn't hurt to try. We have one more guy that could be elite here. No, he's been taken, it looks like. This guy here could be a medium starter. Casey Luongo at 18. Some very good numbers. Save percentage of 941 and a goals against of 0.81 and 4 shutouts. A goaltender has the Luongo name. He has to be good. 47 fringe starters, so not crazy, but hey, we've got a goaltender with his last name Luongo. That's pretty cool. Now, medium bottom 6 here, Spike Marchman. What a cool name. Say can finish off the draft. Spike is on the team. Medium bottom 6, 56 overall. All right. We completed the draft. Of course, the big piece, Tim Stutzel, as well as the medium potential goaltender. We had a lot of picks in that draft. I'm happy about that. Connor Ingram goes to Buffalo from the Predators, so a pretty big trade there. Former Moncton Wildcat David Savard and a 3rd to Carolina for a 1st to Columbus. LA gets Franz Nielsen. A lot of trades going on after this draft. So we're going to next jump into the re-sign phase in our contracts. All right, getting into the re-sign phase is next. We have to assign our scouts because contract is up. Make sure all coaches are under contracts and then get into our contracts for the players. So looking at this screen here, I like what I'm seeing. We have 22.8 million of cap space. Obviously, our big pieces are all signed. So Weber, Drouin are signed. Gallagher, this is his last year of his fantastic contract, 3.75 million. Weber is up to an 89, which is absolutely fantastic. Drouin up to an 86. Gallagher up to an 86. Tatar is up to an 86. Kovalchuk is up to an 84. A lot of the team grew. Suzuki is up to an 81. Romanov there, 80 overall. Caulfield, 79. They will be on the team this season, so some entry-level contracts there. Unfortunately, Paling is still in 78 overall. Price is still at 71. You'll have to see it. Primo is now 78, so things are looking good. I like to go by position for our contracts, of course. Kotkaniemi, he's going to probably want a lot of money. Maybe we could re-sign him before he grows too much, so maybe he won't cost as much. Domi I would really like to keep. He's an RFA. Dino, Suzuki. We have Paling. Our centers are pretty much set. May want to give it... Okay, there we go. 2-way contract to Nick Cousins. He can be the AHL as well as Chalidan. He wants a 1-way contract, so he does not want to play in the AHL, but he has a lot of fantastic centermen in front of him. So I'll probably just qualify him and then see. So I'll probably just qualify him. I'm not sure if I want to pay him a one-way contract because he's not going to be in our NHL team anyway. Max Domi, I would really want to keep. He's 7.8 for 5 years. He's 25. He's 85 overall. He could grow to be in the high 80s. 7.8 for 5 really isn't too bad. Left wingers, we could probably use a couple of wingers extra. I mean, Lekanen is 79 overall. Byron is 78. One of those two are will definitely go. I'll probably trade Byron during free agency on July 1st. So that way we'll save 3.4 fantastic dollars. That way we'll save $3.4 million. So that'd be pretty good. Friberg, 69 overall. Why not? Get you back in the AHL team. Apart from that, we'll probably have to get a few more guys for Laval. Kovalchuk, let's see what he wants for 1 year. $4.8 million. When I take a look at his stats, what he's looking like right now, he had a great year. Look at that puck. Look at those puck skills and that shooting. 5-star everywhere for his shooting. 5-star for his puck skills. His sense is 4 stars. Skating ain't too bad. 86 speed at 37 years old. You know, why not? Let's re-sign Ilya Kovalchuk. He was good for us. Less than $5 million. Why not? He's going to be a winger for us. Armia, Caulfield. So we are set for right wingers for sure right now. As for the AHL team, Dale Weiss, one way. No, he's going to be the AHL if we keep him. Riley Barber, who got traded in real life. Starts there, 70 overall. Why not? Apart from that, we don't have really any elite potential players in the pipeline. Let's re-sign Bazil as well. And then let's just get Wacked or Wait. I apologize. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but we're going to get him a contract. Dale Weiss will probably leave. He's 77, 31 years old. No use keeping that. Really, I don't think he'll have a place on the team. Defense is looking good, but I would like to improve. Mete is up from a 79 to an 80. Let's re-sign Victor Mete. There you go. Marco Scandella, what does he want? 2.2 for 3 years. I'm going to say no. Unfortunately, we're going to let Scandella go. Probably could have had a pick or two to trade him, but he didn't have a lot of value. He's 30, only 80 overall. He's probably going to go down. Does not want an extension anyway, so fortunately, we are going to part ways with Marco Scandella, who is able to live his dream. Montreal-born kid playing with the Habs. Xavier Ouellet, he wants a one-way contract there. Going to make sure AHL players are set and jump into free agency after all the guys have signed. Now, as for Max Domi, I'm just going to give him what he wants, 7.8. I mean, he may look like a lot of money, but trust me, he has a good chance to go up. If he can end up being like an 87, even maybe an 88 overall, you never know. I mean, that would really be a good contract. 5 years, so we'd have him until he's 30 years old. He's an RFA as well, so if he rejects the contract, we can always just qualify him and then see how it goes if somebody gives him an offer sheet. So let's advance a few days and make sure contracts have been signed. So Cousins is back. Ilya Kovalchuk is back. Xavier Ouellet, he wanted an NHL contract. I think we're going to have to part ways with him. There you go, Max Domi, $7.8 million for 5 years. He's on our team for the next 5 years until he's 30. Mete is back. Maybe a few of our AHL players will say no, but that's fine. We can always get some two-way players in free agency. So as for goaltending, we have Primo and Price. We have Lindgren. In the AHL, I think we're going to have to say goodbye to Kincaid. I mean, he's a 30, 78 overall. Didn't have a great year. We're going to have to make place for the younger goaltenders. So we have 3 goaltenders right now in our system. Going to re-sign McNiven as well. So he could probably be a backup for Lindgren in the AHL. Then we can have Primo backing up Price, get him some NHL experience, and we're all set for goaltenders. I'm not going to sign Slater just yet. It's only 18. We do have Tim Stutzel that I believe would still be junior because I didn't see him in the contract. So I believe was still 18. So we'll probably have one more year of junior before Tim Stutzel is ready for the team. And all these guys we can honestly let go. I'm going to try to get the AHL players sign, just to get them on two-way max contracts, and that way we'll be all set with the Laval Rocket. So let's sim up free agency, guys. This is going to be a very important summer, obviously, for the team, and hopefully get some good pieces to add up. See if we can move Paul Byron, free up some cap space. Here we go. It's always exciting. Jump to free agency year number 1. And look at that. We have Pietrangelo, Taylor Hall, and Matt Barzal. That is a guy that I would love on a team. I would really like Taylor Hall as well, although he is 5 years older. Pietrangelo, no way. He's making 10.4. He wants 10.4 for 7 years until he's 37 years old. Barzal would have him at 9.1 until he's 30, so we could move one of our 4 centers to the wing. I mean, obviously, Barzal could be a winger. He only has 76 faceoff, but look at those stats. 5 stars for puck skills, senses, shooting, and skating. 3.5 for defense and 3.5 for physical. Oh man, having Matt Barzal, KK as our top 2 centers would be filthy. Would be awesome. Barry, Shattenkirk, Brody, Gustafson I would really like to have as a defenseman. Maybe Justin Schultz. Those are the options we have. Quick look at goaltending here, what's available. So we have Murray, Markstrom, and Holtby right now. So taking a look at defensemen, we're going to have to definitely move Paul Byron if we want to make a big splash here. I'm looking at a guy like, I'm not sure what option would be good. Something that's under $5 million. Maybe a guy like a Sami Vatanen, 83 overall, 29. I mean, not a lot of young defensemen. I mean, the youngest one in this group right here is Gustafson at 28. Chara, 40. Chara still playing at 43 years old. Wow. One of these guys maybe could work. Merrill or Hamonic. Stetcher here, 81. He's only 26 years old. But I want to definitely improve the offense if I can, as well as defense. So again, we need a couple wingers. We need a defenseman. Matt Barzal would be insane, but he does want a lot of money. And our center position is already set. So, I mean, maybe we could look at what options we have on the wings. Taylor Hall, he's going to want a lot of money. Tyler Toffoli there, 83. It's quite a big drop in force, to be honest. So look at that. You got Taylor Hall, Matt Barzal, and then it drops down from an 89 to an 84 after that. So trade rejected. I mean, I wonder if a team would want to take Lehkonen and Byron as a package. So they get 2 players. They give us a 7. We free up $6 million of cap space, which is huge for free agency. There you go. Trade accepted. It may be a lot to give for a 7, but at the end of the day, it is a cap dump. We needed that extra cap space, and we're going to make our team anyway. We free up $6 million just like that. We have almost $14 million in cap space. So again, centers are looking good. As for forwards, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, potentially 11 with Cousins, who's still on a very good contract. So 1 or 2 more forwards is what we need. I really want to try to get Paling another shot. And then as for defense, let's start off with 1 forward, 1 defenseman, and then see what cap space we have left after that. Alright guys, you know what? I decided I'm not going to go for Matt Barzal. We have Kotkaniemi, Caulfield, and Romanov that will want a big contracts. Kotkaniemi will be as good as Barzal probably because he's younger. He's already an 86 overall. I'm going to try to get a couple of forwards maybe that are worth, let's say, half of the price for a 1-year deal or a couple of years. A guy like a Connor Sheary, he's 28. He wants a 3-year deal. Even maybe like a Ryan Strome or a Tyler Toffoli. Let's see, Toffoli wants 6 years. It's quite a big contract, though. Strome wants 6 years as well. I'm really not comfortable giving these big contracts. Joe Thornton, he would be awesome on the team. I mean, he had 60 points in 82 games, 52 assists. We know how good Jumbo Joe is, 40 years old. He could be on our 3rd or 4th line. We would have Thornton and Chara. The leadership in that room would be insane. We can go for a guy like a Connor Sheary as well. Let's see if we get Sheary and Thornton. That would be pretty good. I mean, Torsten had 60. How many points did Shiri had? He had just under 50 points there, 28 years old. You know what, guys? I'm going to try to get Joe Thornton on a 1-year deal. So, as much as I would like those guys that are higher overall or younger, they want quite large deals. And I want to be safe for the future. I don't want to put our future in jeopardy with guys like KK, Romanov, and Caulfield that we'll need to sign later. I know we have a lot of cap space, but rather not use cap space just to use it and be safe. Because, again, we'll have to, down the line, give up some big contracts. So what I'm going to do in this episode, I'm 100% going to play it safe versus going all out. Now, we're going to have to sign KK next year, I believe. Caulfield and Romanov in 2 years. So let's try to get Joe Thornton. I mean, our top 6 is pretty good already. If we can straighten up our bottom 6, that'd be pretty good. Let's go at 4.25 for 1 year. Joe Thornton is a member of the Montreal Canadiens. You'll love to see it. We have a big trade here. Jonathan Toews. Oh my goodness, I don't want that 10.5 million. Jonathan Toews is amazing, but I have no place for $10 million right now. I'm going to try to get TJ Brody here. I'm going to try to give him a 2-year deal, so just that it doesn't overlap the other contracts you have to sign. I'm going to give him 6.3 for 2. So give him, I'm going to get 6.250 for 2 years. I'm going to see if he's going to take that. He'd be great for our top 4 for a couple of years and then go from there. TJ Brody, let's see if he's going to sign. And there you go. TJ Brody takes a year less on his contract. 2 years. There you go. Our defense is looking pretty nice now. Alright, guys. So as for captaincy, we did lose an assistant captain in Paul Byron. So we have Weber with the C, Gallagher with the A. We're going to have to give an A to another player. We have some pretty good candidates on the team right now already. A guy like Jonathan Drouin, Max Domi, KK, Philippe Danault. A lot of good options. I'm not quite sure yet who I want to give it to. It's going to be between one of these 4 guys. Danault, Domi, Kotkaniemi, or Drouin. I think I'm going to give it to KK, as a matter of fact. In game, he's our top centerman. He's an 86 overall. He's young. He's going to be leading that team. And I think it'd be pretty cool just have Kotkaniemi have Letter, give him an extra sense of responsibility. And I'm going to have to make sure that Caulfield, I change his jersey number now. Domi's 13, so I can't give him 13. I'm going to have to go back and check out what numbers he wore in previous years with other teams, as well as Romanov. Petrie has his 26. But as for now, we'll just keep it like that. Nothing too urgent to change. Let's look at the lines. Our team is listed as a champion team status. That is awesome. Kotkaniemi is up to an 88 overall. There you go. Well, I'm glad I didn't get Matt Barzal because he's making 0.925 right now. He's going to want a big contract next year. Look at his puck skills. That is insane. 94 deking and 95 puck control. Defense, 4.5 stars. His sense is 4 stars. He does have decent poise. Skating is good, 87. His shooting is good. Physical, even is not bad. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, first line center. Tatar, 86 overall. I'm actually going to put Drouin because he does have that medium elite potential. With Gallagher, who's 86. Kovalchuk, Domi, and Tatar, line number 2. They have a +3. So Tatar is an 89. Kovalchuk is 87 and Domi an 88. That's fantastic. Danault, Thornton, Caulfield, line number 3. Caulfield, third line scoring forward, up to an 81. High elite there. Armia, Suzuki, Cousins. Let's see who's scratched quickly. Kulak and Fleury. All right, so Cousins will probably be just on a 4th line start of the year. Look at that. Petrie and Weber. Petrie's an 86. Weber a 90 overall, that +1. Romanov is up to an 83. He's now an 84. Brody 86. Sherrod Mitte up to an 82. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. He's top 4D. Petrie top 4D. I don't know. Maybe I'll give Romanov top minutes. Maybe I'll put Brody there. I think that looks good because you have the righties on the right side, lefties on the left side, and Sherrod Mitte are both lefties. It doesn't really matter. Goaltending, Carey Price went down to a 90, so that's a bit surprising. He had a very good year, 40, 20, and 4 with 7 shutouts. probably because of his playoff performance, but Primo there, 79 overall. Special teams right now is Gallagher, Kotkaniemi, Domi, Drouin, and Weber. Dino, Thornton, Suzuki. I'm actually going to put Dino there. I'm going to put, I think, Brody and Tatar. That's good. We want to get Caulfield some minutes on the power play as well as Alexander Romanov. So what I'm going to do is probably put a right-handed defenseman here in Jeff Petrie. Then we'll have the left-handed defenseman in Alexander Romanov there on the other wing. Suzuki, Dino, Caulfield. I would really like to have Thomas Tatar there. He's 86 overall, and I think that he's listed as a sniper. Doesn't give a +1. What if I move him there? Still doesn't give the +1. I wonder what I can do. Domi, Drouin over there. I guess we're just going to have to work with that. What if I move Romanovs? I mean, only one power play unit has a +1. That's okay. Penalty kill, Dino and Joe Thornton. Oh, let's do this. Dino has a plus. Oh my goodness, I have a +3 this penalty killing unit. Sherrod, Brody, Petrie, Weber, Thornton, Armia. That's looking good. As for the AHL, I'm going to have to call down Paling. I mean, I'm going to actually put Paling up in the NHL. So Paling will replace Cousins. And then as for the scratches, we got to bring down Fleury, Kolak, and Cousins. Actually, you know what? I could move Fleury up and trade Sherrod. I want to go see what chemistry does really quick. So I really like how Fleury's a hard-hitting defenseman, 21 years old there. So we lose a 1 overall in Sherrod. But, I mean, Sherrod, he is 29. He's making 3.5 for 2 years. You know what, guys? I'm going to try to trade Sherrod, move Kolak down as well as Cousins, and bring Paling up. Making some big moves in this offseason, guys. We are team status as a champion, and I want to keep it that way. So roster moves. Let's just get this done, then we'll end off the episode. There you go. I'm putting Paling there on the fourth line. He actually grew an overall to a 79 from a 78. So I'm going to put Suzuki on a wing. Now I'm going to keep Suzuki at center. Paling and Armia on his wings. That's looking good so far. And then as for defense, we have Mete with Cal Fleury in the AHL. I'm just going to go best lines to start it off. See what it brings. So as for offense, we have Cousins, Barber, Bennett. They have a +3. There you go. Jordan Wheel, Chalidon, and Philip Di Giuseppe. They have a +1. Jonathan Dahlin, 70 overall. We got in that San Jose trade for Olsner. Nate Thompson, Gamel Smith, Antoine, Jake Evans, and Andrew Sturt. So our Laval team is looking pretty damn nice there. See what else I can do. I mean, 66 overall. Maybe I could even improve that. I mean, what we have for centers, we have 76 overall, Michael Pekka. Let's get him in the lineup. Why not? Michael Pekka there. Let's keep it like this. I mean, I wonder if I'm going to put you down there. It's going to give a minus. All right, so there you go. I think forwards are pretty good. So this is going to be the final lines for the AHL team there. For defense, Kolak and Brook. Brook does have that top 4 potential. It's only 21, hoping he can grow in the first pairing. That's the rest of the defense. Hakanpa, Olesen, Biteto, and Justin Falk. Not Justin Falk from the Hurricanes, Justin Falk. 6'5", 230, 6'5", 223, an absolute beast on the blue line. This is what goaltending looks like. Lingering 78, McNiven 69. Special teams, Wheel, Cousins, Smith, Bennett, Udon, Di Giuseppe, Thompson, Evans, Barber, and Kolak. So that will end it. That will do it for the episode, guys. A pretty big offseason. We added TJ Brody. We added Joe Thornton. KK grew to an 88. Weber grew to an 89. Caulfield and Romanov will be making the jump in the NHL next season. Really excited for that. I would appreciate, guys, if you left a thumbs up below. That's a good way to show your support for the series. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any episode. We're going to get 2 episodes per week coming in on Saturdays. and one episode during the week, more likely in the middle of the week, around probably the Wednesdays or the Thursdays, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Next year, the 2020-2021 regular season. Thank you for watching, guys, and as always, have a great day.